Is there anything specific that you would change about your current parenting situation?
Yeah, the whole job and family services situation. I believe, and I strongly feel this way. I feel that the family services situation, I feel like that destroys families. I don't feel like that strengthens families at all.
Oh, wow.
Let's make it make sense. So, okay, I get my daughter legally, visitation wise, every other weekend, right? So, when you do that math, it comes out to be like 42 or 43 days out of the year. So, it's 365 days of the year. Okay.
Right.
So, how is that fair? 43 days of a year? You pay full time.
Hey, you froze up. You froze up. You froze up real quick. Hey, run that breakdown. I just want to make sure that we get this. Run that
Yeah,
breakdown again. That 365. This is
yeah,
good.
yeah. So, it's 365 days in a year.
Hmm.
Okay. But on a every other weekend, parenting cycle, it comes out to be about 42 or 43 days out of the year. So
Mm.
that means that you are having a child in your possession less than 2 months out of the year. Now, that's not including the whole like you get her for 2 weeks in a
That's not enough
summer.
time
Yeah,
to
so
build
so
meaningful connections.
exactly. And so let's just say you get the 2 weeks out of the summer. If you add those 2 weeks to the 45 days, that's 60 days. So in other words, it's like saying you pay full-time child support for a child, you see her 60 days, and then the other 10 months, she's with her mom. But actually, in
Mm.
reality, she's with her mom all 12 months. So
Right.
it's the family services thing, man. It's destroying families, right? And then I feel like when you put the wrong person in charge to make all decisions in a system like this, it does nothing but just make the situation worse. Because the guy doesn't have any rights, he doesn't have any say so, this and that. So it's
Oh
just
man.
yeah. So
And
these are
so
the
how
things that
question real quick.
yeah.
How can judges, how can these courtrooms help reduce the breakdown of families? Just speak to that.
Well, first of all, I think they need to crack down on how the money is divvied out, right?
Mm.
So, for example,
You about to upset a lot of folk right now.
hey,
Be
yeah,
careful.
let's keep it real. Let's be
Uh-huh.
honest, because you'll have some petty moms that'll be like, oh well, I gotta pay the light bill, and your kid is underneath these lights, so I gotta pay the light bill. Come on, like really?
Mm.
You're gonna pay the light bill regardless,
Right.
right? So the kid has nothing to do with the light bill, right? Let's just be
Mm.
honest. I feel like there should be some limitations with how the money is held because let's talk healthcare, right?
Hmm.
If you have one of those accounts called an HSA, where if money goes into that account, the way you burn the HSA is by using it for copays and using it for glasses and using it for only health reasons, right? That
Right.
money is allotted for health stuff. It's not like you can take your HSA money and be like, well, let me go and buy me some Air Maxes real quick from
Right.
Foot Locker. And so I truly believe if you were to keep just a total or some type
Hmm.
of record of how money is spent, you'll be
Right.
surprised.
If they had vehicles like the HSA that you mentioned, they had vehicles that protected the
Absolutely.
money and
Absolutely.
kind of regulated how it's spent. You think
Absolutely.
that would help
Absolutely.
with families that are with non-custodial parents and parents who don't have rights and are paying child support.
And think about it this way. When I was a police officer, at one point, I would see people that would have warrants on them for child support, right? For like back pay.
Hmm.
And so what happens is it's two things. It's really crazy. So the first thing is I would see guys that would get caught with a gun and they can make bail, right? But then you get caught because you're back in child support, and then all of a sudden they hold you. They're going to make you stay automatically. They want you to be in front of the judge because child support is a money making machine. It's not, you know,
Man.
it's a money maker. It's a moneymaker. I remember when I was working in law enforcement, there was two things that I remember about Hamilton County for sure. They said it was a 98% conviction rate for DUIs and that it was a big moneymaker for like child support. It's a moneymaker, man.
That's crazy.
It's a
That's crazy.
business. And so I've seen people that would get locked up for being back, in back pay or backlog of their child support. They'll go to prison. You'll think, okay, well, all right, he got in trouble for not paying, and so now he goes to prison. You would think it stopped. No, while he's in prison, that money is still accruing, and it's interest on
Oh
that.
wow. Oh
Oh yeah.
wow.